Good day everyone, I am Rose Beverly Sikinov, and today we will be discussing an important topic that help us write effectively and use information properly. So, my topic is all about quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing. These three techniques are very useful in research and academic writing because they help us include ideas from other authors without copying their exact words. But before we proceed to the further discussion, let me present to you the learning objectives. So first, define quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing as techniques used in research writing. The second one, differentiate quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing based on their purpose and application. The third one, which is apply proper citation to acknowledge sources and avoid plagiarism in research work. In writing a research paper, quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing are necessary when incorporating your own ideas with ideas from the sources you have gathered. Ideas which you have gathered from other sources should be cited properly according to the citation format required you to avoid plagiarism. So, what is plagiarism? Plagiarism is the act of stealing someone else's work and at presenting it as your own. When you fail to cite and acknowledge sources, whether directly or indirectly, it is considered plagiarism. This is why quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing with corresponding citations are necessary in research writing. So, ang plagiarism, which is kanang magbuhat kag research paper tapos imuha lang dito kopyahon ka tong content dito dili nimo i-acknowledge kung kinsa ang author dito sa imuhang research paper. Like mahimo nga imuha tong gikawat ang iyahang idea. Like imuha siya gikawat and then murag na imuha na ba, murag ikaw na mismo ang tag-iya atong nga word. So, the next, which is direct quote. Direct quote is used when you mention the exact words of an author or authors in your research when following the APA citation style. A direct quote must be followed by an in-text citation containing the author's surname, year of publication, and the page number where the quote is lifted. When to use a direct quote? Use a quote when the author's specific wording is powerful, unique, or essential to point. And how to do it? Place the copied text inside the quotation mark. You must always include an in-text citation with the author's name, the year of the publication, and the page number where you found the quote. So that is direct quote or quoting. So the last one, which is summary. A summary is a restatement of the author's main idea. It is usually shorter than a paraphrase as it only focuses on the key concepts of the author. It provides a general overview about the subject matter or topic. So, a summary is a very brief restatement of the author's main ideas or key points. So, when to use a summary? Use a summary to give a general overview of a source's argument or condense a large amount of information into a few sentences. So, how to do it? Identify only the most important points of the original text and present them in your own words. A summary is always much shorter than the original. So, always nato hinumduman nga mas mubo ang summary kaysa sa original text or sa original nga content. Like paraphrasing, it requires a citation, author, year, and publication. So, mauna siya ang summarizing or ang summary. So, let me provide you some example of paraphrasing, quoting, and summarizing. Here are the examples. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Nelson Mandela. Sa quoting, Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Dito ay diri na siya kaning quotation mark, which is naga-emphasize sa education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. While sa paraphrase naman, naay siya gigamit nga according. According to Mandela, education is the strongest tool for making global change. So, nanay kalahian, but ang idea dito maura gihapon. Ang word lang kibali nga iyang gigamit or ang term nga iyang gigamit which is medyo lahi na dito sa first, which is dito sa kaning sa example na sentence. And then, the third one which is ang sa summary. Mandela highlight the power of education to transform society, which is iyahan nang gisummarize or nanay summary ang idea dito which is katong gisulti Nelson Mandela. Mao na siya ang primero nga example. So, let me provide another example. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. So, sa quote or sa quoting, Roosevelt said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." So, nakabutang naigibutang na quotation mark which is nag-emphasize sa the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And then, the next which is sa paraphrasing. According to Roosevelt, people who have faith in their dreams are the one who will shape the future. Sa summary na pod, Roosevelt emphasized that believing in one's dreams leads to future success. So, mao na siya ang example, guys. In conclusion, we have learned the importance of quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing are three different ways of using other people's ideas in your writing. Quoting means copying the exact words from a source and placing them into quotation marks while giving credit to the author. While sa paraphrasing naman means restating the original idea in your own words and sentence structure but keeping the same meaning. Also with proper citation. While sa summarizing, on the other hand, means presenting only the main points or key ideas from a longer text in a much shorter form, using your own words. And all the three methods require giving credit to the original source. So, maulang na guys ang atong discussion about sa akong topic which is ang quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing. So, I hope you've learned something from my report and thank you guys. God bless.